I mean, we're enjoying the game. We're having fun. We're playing team ball, and that's what it's all about. We're trying to figure it out. And I feel like today was a great step in the right direction.
44 points off the bench from players like you, Lindsay, and then even Lauren really looked like she was starting to get her rhythm out there. How big was it for the three of y'all to be able to come off the bench and give the team an extra boost?
I mean, it's what our team needs, like they say, when the starters come out, it can't be a drop off. So I feel like, we capitalized on that and we brought energy, we brought effort, excuse me. We brought defense, and we were just doing what the team needed us to do off the bench. That's all you can do.
It's been a long 5 games on the road. How good did it feel to finally get back one in Indianapolis?
It feels great. Being on the road is tough, but, as a basketball player, you kind of live on the road sometimes. So, I mean, it was great to come back in here and see our fans, and give them, something to watch. Even though we didn't win today, I feel like we put it out there that, going down the right road.
It seemed like the defense played with an edge today that at points turned out really well, like steals. And then as we saw late in the half when Candace got her 3 free throws, it sort of backfired. What did you feel was most successful for the defense today in terms of aggression?
So our defense, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, we've had defensive practices all week, leading up to this. And I feel like what we did in those practices were perfect for coming out here and implementing them on the court, in a game setting. And I feel like, that's what we need. We need more of that. We need to focus on defense, because our offense is going to come. We have a lot of talented players here, and we can make it work on offense. It's just us buying in on defense. And I feel like tonight, we gained each other's trust, on the defensive end. And that's what, we were a little shaky about. If I go help, who's going to drop or who's, come in when I rotate. And I feel like we did a good job with that tonight. What's today?
Thank you.
Tony East.
T, you had 20 and 13 tonight, one of your best games statistically of the season. Is there something about coming off the bench or playing with that second unit that allows you to get your scoring and numbers up and play well with this team?
No, honestly, I don't care if I come off the bench. I don't care if I start. Just know when I get in, you know what I'm going to do.
Love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
Anybody else have anything for T?
I have one more.
Yeah, go ahead, JL.
Yeah, T, just what do you think is the most that you can take away from this game just as a team to build upon? Obviously, it was one of the best performances the team's had in a while. What do you feel like you can utilize from this game?
I feel like that's the level that we have to play at. We have to come out there. We have to be strong. We have to, from the jump, we have to let it be known like we're here to play. And that's the level.
Really tight game, back and forth all the way up to the end. Just what did you think worked today well, and how big was it being back at home?
I think for us, we're making strides defensively, so it's big for us. And I think being back home kind of put in perspective, us, we can still a couple games. It's a tough schedule for us no matter what. Obviously starting off 1-11 is, a characteristic. It's not something you want. But all we can do is keep fighting. I think we did that very well for 40 minutes today.
It seems like everybody has the same mindset too. They don't care if they're a starter or coming off the bench. But the bench today really stepped up, 44 points total. Just how big was it to have T and Lindsay and Lauren heating up, giving the team extra energy?
It's amazing. It felt amazing. The energy felt amazing. Like I said, I believe in every person on my team. So I believe that when they shoot this going in, I believe that when they make a play and I feel like it's right for them or right for the team, I believe in it. So it's always good to see people like LA, Lindsay Allen, Big T, Tour, just everybody come and get what they have and provide it for the team. And in the process, try to provide it for themselves. Just want them to feel confident and be excited about being on the floor.
Do you have anything for Kelsey?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Go ahead, JL.
Yeah. Obviously it would have been nice for the team to get a win, but it was a real promising performance. When you look at this game and how close it was, is there a possession or a stretch that stands out to you that you feel like if would have went differently could have been the difference between a win and a loss today?
A lot of possessions. I know I'm beating myself up right now because I think it was tied at a point, and I went under Allie Quigley, and that's like a cardinal sin. She's one of the best shooters in the game, and I can't do that. So I'm very frustrated about that. I'm very frustrated about not being, on the scout and on personnel. So I think that would have made things a little different, but ultimately it's a 40-minute game.
44 points total from the bench today. Just how big was it for players like you, Teaira, and Lauren to come off the bench and give the team some extra energy?
Yeah, we talk about that every game when we have like our pregame huddle. For the people that come off the bench, we just say, just bring energy, and stay ready, because you never know when the team's going to need you with foul trouble, injuries. Thank God we haven't had that yet, but just whatever kind of happens, just stay ready for your opportunity. And I thought we did a good job today, but it has to be consistent for us every single game. And we have talented players on the bench, and, we're always going to be ready when our number is called.
You seemed really confident today, trusting, willing to, shoot the difficult shots. What did you think that was working for you personally today?
I think for me, I was just being aggressive and kind of just taking what Chicago was giving us. And so in the first half, that was getting to the basket and making those layups. And then the second half, it was just kind of just staying aggressive and making sure I'm not forcing it, but I'm still looking for my shot whenever I have it.
Teaira is very mature, very embracing of her new role coming off the bench. It came through in a big way today. Just what's it like being able to be out on the court and look to her and give her the ball?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's on the team always talking to T and telling her, you're a beast down there. Like, no one wants to guard you. You're a beast. They can't handle you. And I think she needs that. She needs that confidence. She's still a young player in this league. But, when she's down there and she's demanding attention, it's going to open up everything else for us. And so you saw that today where she was getting it down low and just scoring at will. And they were just trying to send bodies, and it still wasn't working. So we just need her to keep her in that aggressive mindset and keep her focused on the team, focused on what we're doing, and not to worry about any sort of foul trouble or anything like that.
It was a long 5-game stretch on the road. Just how nice is it to be back home?
Yeah, for sure. We were running out. I was like, wow, we haven't been home in a while. Like, we just been on the road. Even when we were in Chicago, we were practicing here, but we were still playing in Chicago. So yeah, it was great to be here. Great to be in the Coliseum for the first time. And, our fan base was great today, providing us with a ton of energy. So it's really great to be home.
Tony East.
You talked about T having good post position. You guys really trying to get her going inside. You had 6 assists tonight. Some of those were to her. What do you think of your connection with her on the court? And how do you feel like it helps each other that, she can finish inside and you can set her up like that?
Yeah, I think T does a really good job at timing it correctly so that she doesn't get the 3 seconds. And so, we're setting up our play and we're going through our actions, the first action, second action, and then she's timing it really well so that she gets to seal right as I'm catching it or as one of our other guards are catching it. And then the whole paint is wide open for her. So a lot of credit to her to just clearing that space and making sure she's timing it well and being aggressive.
I thought we were much better defensively. Overall, much more energy, better team defense. I thought our bench played a terrific game, gave us a great lift, great energy, solid play. I thought Teaira was very good off the bench. Lindsay Allen, really, really good off the bench. And we need that. Lauren Cox gave us quality minutes today. And, it's been tough for her because, coming back off of injury, it just took a while for her. But now, it's really good to see. I thought defensively she was way better, and I just thought it was good to see her she played 12 minutes and had an impact out there. So.
Yeah, Coach, speaking of your bench, 44 points total. Like you said, Teaira, had a great game. Lindsay, Lauren, Kaiser was able to, give some good stuff. What did you like the most from that unit today?
I just like that no matter who was out there and what combinations we had, they kept playing hard, they kept playing with energy. We got good defensive cohesiveness most of the time, and that's been something that we've been asking for. So, I told our team before the game, want to see what kind of team we really are. Show everybody what kind of team we are. And I think today they got to see a team play with great energy. a team that didn't matter who was out there. They played hard for each other. We were much more efficient offensively. I think 48% from the field might be a high for the season from the field. Free throw shooting was a little bit off, but, you know, there was balance throughout, inside, outside. And again, our whole roster, you know, we used everybody that was available, and we got great minutes out of the people that came off the bench.
You talked a little bit earlier about how you felt like your defense stepped up, and it definitely seemed like the defense played with an edge today. But late in the second half, that foul on Candace that ended up turning into 3 free throws, Jessica was there with her the whole way. On stretches like that, do you like to sort of see that aggressive play out of your defense? Are those plays that you can live with, obviously, when it doesn't get converted?
You know, stuff happens. I don't want to pick out one play, because one play didn't turn this game, okay? One play didn't turn the game. What I like is that at halftime, we talked about needing to be better defensively, and we only gave up 27 points to them in the second half. Now, you know, we would like to have scored more, particularly in the fourth quarter. We just seemed to struggle to get any flow in our offense. But, you know, big difference. We gave up, 56 in the first half? Yeah, and then 27 in the second half. I mean, that's a huge difference. So I think, you know, although everybody's really disappointed with the loss, you know, you never like to lose. I think we took a big leap forward as a team today. I think this is a game that we can build upon to keep getting better. We were better as a team. There's a lot of things you can point to that were better today, and we can build on that. You know, the hard part is, you know, we got to go through it to get to the other side to where we want to be. But this is a game I think we can look back and say that was the beginning of where we want to be as a team. We saw it today. We showed it today.
Does it feel like it'll be easier to build upon this now that you're back at home for a few games, especially coming off of a long road trip?
Well, it makes a difference being back home. You know, you always want to play in front of your home fans. I think it gives our players a lift, but also having a couple days to just actually attend to the things that need improvement. We haven't had that for the first 2 weeks of the regular season because we've been going, you know, play a game, one day in between, play another game. Barely enough time to digest what happened the last time before we're playing another one. So this time we actually had a couple of days to think about the game up in Chicago, what areas we want to improve. That's what good teams do. So for us to say, okay, that's how we need to go from one game to the next with improvement, you know, with everybody contributing in some fashion, with getting balance inside and out, balance both on offense and defense. And so, you know, we want to get better every time. We got better today.
Teaira was saying that she doesn't care if she starts or comes off the bench. She's going to come in and does what she does. What is it about her game that makes her so easy to plug in play?
What is it about her game that what?
Makes her so easy to plug her in any lineup.
Well, I think she has performed well coming off the bench. Maybe it's helped her to see the game unfolding a little bit before she's actually in it. She can see where she can take advantage of certain things. It also allows us to see what the other team's doing, you know, strategy-wise, and figure out, okay, here's how they're playing, here's what we want to do. And that can assist, you know, everybody, but, you know, can assist her. I would agree. She's an unselfish player, very much so. And I know she doesn't care whether she starts or comes off the bench. You know, I don't think there's anybody who really cares about that. They want to win. You know, Teaira is, you know, still working as a young player to get better and better. Inside, I thought she gave them problems today. They had to do everything they could, kind of throw the kitchen sink at her to stop her today. There were times when it was pretty easy for her to score. So it's nice having a player who is physically imposing and who can command a lot of attention, because that helps everybody else that's out there with her.
Got time for one more, Tony East.
Yeah, earlier, Coach Lindsay Allen talked about how when she, is dishing to Teaira within the offense, there's a lot of timing with that, T coming out of the lane for 3-second calls and stuff. And you talked about the flow of the offense being off in the fourth quarter. How much do those things work together, and how much do you work on timing with T and the rest of the offense to get stuff going?
We actually, work on that quite a bit because timing and spacing are things that good players and good coaches understand and appreciate and have as part and parcel of their offense. And, T's a big target. It's hard for her to be 3 seconds in a lane and not get caught. So she has to time her movements. We have to time our passes. So when she's open, we got to get her the ball. If I'm not looking for her when she's wide open, then something's wrong with the timing or the execution. And again, with a team that's now, 12 games in playing together, it's improving, and we are much more aware of how important that is as part of the game. And I expect it to continue to improve. But, LA makes a good point. For us to take advantage of T's size, timing and execution has a lot to do with it.